plans, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it, and live the free sky's the limit. Me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it, and hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them, stole with them. I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 88. Long as I got stuff for most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to English, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts on how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it, and live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. Sky's the limit. Put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it, and live the free sky's the limit. nigga never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it. That hoes clock it. Here comes respect.
Okay. Alright. What's going on, guys? We are back with yet again another edition of the Notorious podcast, man. And we're back on here with episode 87. 87 of the podcast, man. Crazy. What is that? 13 more weeks from 100. 13 more weeks. Crazy.
It's crazy. That shit crazy.
With that, if this is your first time watching the show and you guys do not know how the show works, every Monday we're on here with Notorious Unscripted, and every Friday we are on here with the news. Speaking of Unscripted, if you guys did miss this past Monday's edition of Notorious Unscripted, the Rebel Heart takes its final beat in NXT. You can now find that on all platforms. Wait. No, you can't. But you will be able to find that on all You'll be able to find that on all platforms right after this episode goes off the air, including Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and if you wanna see it first, you come right here on YouTube, man. So, yeah, man, like I said, that should be up right after this episode is done airing. And with that, if this is your first time watching, you guys do not know who we are here at the Notorious podcast. I am Johnny Mayhem, one half of the hosts of this very show. And as for the other half, we got my man Sir K here. How's it going, man?
It's going good, man. It's going good. Just chilling, doing normal shit, playing the game. Just normal ass shit, bro. Just been normal as hell recently. Just waiting.
I didn't unmute you. I'm just playing. I'm playing.
I was gonna say, never unmute me. I'm just muted the whole show.
Oh, man.
Yeah, like I said. I'm good, bro. I'm good. I've been good. I've been chilling, bro. But what about you, bro? How have you been?
Yeah, bro. I've been good. I've been good, man. I've been good. Can't complain. Just getting ready for winter is coming in 5 days.
Shit.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, like I said, just getting ready for that, and obviously the holidays coming up soon. So, yeah, bro. Yeah, winter is coming, man. It's looking to be a very, very, very interesting show. Now, a lot of people felt that AEW put out Wyndham teases. I personally didn't think that until I heard that the red lighting was actually flashed a couple other times in the show.
Really?
That's what I kept hearing. I didn't catch it.
I didn't catch it.
I don't know if maybe that was just a thing for the live audience, but a lot of people were conspiracy theorizing that the blue lights was for the fire. Because if you guys watch Dynamite, as I focus my camera back here, for a lot of, all of us that watch Dynamite seen a blue light and a red light. And I thought that the spot that I caught it was when it was MJF and Dante Martin and Ricky Starks in the ring. That's when I caught it. Apparently people were saying that it happened multiple other times in the show. So I guess we're just going to have to wait and see. But a lot of people were saying that the blue light stood for the Fireflies and the red light was for the Fiend. So, I don't know, man. Could Winter is Coming be hiding Wyndham is Coming in plain sight, bro? We don't know, man. We don't know, because I don't know. AEW doesn't do things like that. Tony Khan was just on some podcast, a wrestling podcast with, I can't remember his name, but he was hyping up Dynamite for the next couple months, and he yet again said there are a lot of surprises up his sleeve, and I think we all know who those are. But TK has been very straightforward and shit and stuff like that. But you got to think Sting, who AEW viewed as a huge signing last year, debuted at Winter is Coming. Could they be gearing up? Because you're not going to flash the lights for somebody like Kyle O'Reilly. That's not really his thing.
That's not how
That's not
no,
really
he's
his
just gonna
thing.
show up.
Yeah,
He's OReilly just a guy. So he's not a
right,
character.
right. But you got to think they have 3 huge episodes of AEW Dynamite here in the next month. If you count the beginning of January, they have Winter is Coming. They have New Year's Smash, and then on January 5th, they have the TBS show, and you know they're going to want to save something for that. I could see Gargano or Wyatt on one of those.
I could see.
But
I could see
for
that
all
one.
we know, one of those guys could show up as soon as 5 days from now.
Wednesday.
So
Exactly, bro. Any
going
of
to
these
be
guys, yeah, which is crazy.
going
Biggest
to be
Titan,
very
bro.
interesting. Who was that?
Titan, the Adam, Sheer.
Yeah,
We could see him.
Wow.
Sure. But yeah, bro, it's really interesting. I didn't believe those lights were teases for Wyndham at all. And that first happened, I was just like, oh, this is just what they're doing because it's the last 3 in the match. You know what I mean? But
Right.
I don't know. I guess if it was happening multiple times in the night, I'm guessing it was like during commercials. They were doing it for the people in the crowd because they like to
Yeah.
do that type of stuff, man. They'll
Because they did it
take
for
TK.
Black.
Exactly. They did it. Oh shit.
They kept
So
cutting the
maybe,
power off for Black. But I don't know, man. I don't know.
yeah, bro. Maybe if it is Wyndham, I don't. We could, but I don't think we'll see Matt Winters coming. I think he's gonna film the movie first, and then come. I see right after Revolution, right in early March. I could see Wyndham, but maybe because they also do like to do that where they tease, and it's not till like 2, 3 months later till something
Right.
happens. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I think for Wyndham, I think it's one of those, but who knows who could be coming in? If all reality, if well, it's taped, but they can announce Johnny Gargano over Twitter tonight. They won't, but they could. You know what I mean? At this point, they could do anything with these guys. So just a matter of time to see who we'll see at Winter's Coming and whatnot. And it's interesting because I feel like we're gonna get something at Winter's Coming, but I think it's gonna be O'Reilly at Winter's Coming. That's who I think it
Absolutely.
might be. Or I see them teasing the breakup on Wednesday, and then when they go to TBS that first night, then they could do the turn then to make it a big moment. But I have no clue, so we're just gotta wait and see.
Yeah. Absolutely, bro. Speaking of somebody who can show up at Winter is Coming as soon as Wednesday, Johnny Gargano. Johnny Gargano is a
Mm-hmm.
free man. He's a free man as of today. Johnny Gargano is no longer contractually obligated to WWE, man, which means
Nope.
he has completely fulfilled his contract and he is free today. He
Yeah.
could show up on Rampage tonight. I mean, Rampage is taped, so obviously we all know he's not, but hypothetically speaking, he could.
If it wasn't exactly, they could do a video package and just edit it in the show tonight. For all we know,
Yeah.
you know what I
Yep.
mean? They can.
Yeah. As soon as tonight. Same thing for Mr. Kyle O'Reilly as well. He also is a free man as of today. He's a free man as of today, man. So, that being said, WWE, man, I seen earlier in the week that there was internal belief that WWE thought that Kyle O'Reilly and Johnny Gargano will be staying with the company.
Damn.
WWE, their excuse was they were going to put these guys out. They were going to write them off TV as injured. So if they did re-sign, they can just bring them back to TV in a couple months. But obviously, that's not the case, as right after Johnny Gargano's farewell speech, if you could even call it that, if you could even call it a farewell speech. I mean, it was kind of awkward. We'll talk about that all on Monday. We'll talk about it all on Monday, and then for it to culminate for Grayson Waller. I mean, we'll get to it, bro. We'll get to it. But day after, as I'm sitting here praying, God, please don't have this guy resign with the company for a fucking feud with Grayson Waller.
Oh.
Fightful Select had reported the day after Johnny Gargano and Kyle O'Reilly were expected to leave WWE, and obviously, if there was any doubt in our mind, the pictures that surfaced afterwards with Johnny in the ring crying, Kyle O'Reilly out there, they were all hugging Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
If that was any indication that they weren't going to resign, I mean, that's about as much as you need. These guys are as good as gone. And like I said today, Johnny Gargano and Kyle O'Reilly becomes a free agent. Johnny Gargano relaunched his Pro Wrestling Tees account, and he came out with I believe 4 new shirts. No, 5.
Okay.
Yeah, there's.
That Instagram because that shit's so heat.
Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, he came out with 5 new shirts. He's still using his logo. He's even using his Venom Gargano logo, which is absolutely amazing.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking earlier today, like, can he still use that logo? I guess so, which is awesome.
Well, he was using it on the Indies, so I'm assuming he had the name copyrighted.
I'm guessing he did. He had the logo copyrighted beforehand. But those shirts go so crazy, bro. I'm looking at them now.
Bro, same. This dude relaunches his Pro Wrestling Tees account, and my God, these shirts are fucking incredible. These shirts are incredible, really man.
This shit. These are for T-shirts, bro.
Bro, for real. Obviously, I'm going to wait to see what happens with what kind of AEW shirt that he gets, but if his AEW shirt isn't looking too good, I'm definitely grabbing that spider one, the Spider-Man-esque one, 100%. But his shirts are fucking incredible. Yeah, man, his shirts, really are. They are, bro, they are. And yeah, so Johnny Gargano, like I said, becomes a free agent today. Along with Kyle O'Reilly, and there is a bit of news. I love how this comes out 3 hours ago.
Yeah.
Johnny Gargano wouldn't have been a focus in NXT 2.0 if he stayed. But WWE has the urge to have internal belief that he's going to stay with the company.
Why would he, bro? They're just going to treat him like some old vet.
Bro, he's going to be the big brother that's got to put the little brother over. Little brother being Grayson Waller.
It's not even like someone like new and crazy good. It's fucking Grayson Waller.
Oh man, I'm telling you, bro. After this, we're going to talk about. After Johnny and then the Candice story, we're going to talk about these new signings. And once we go over these,
they're so ass. They're so ass.
Dude, this shit, man. These are the people that Johnny Gargano will have to be putting over on NXT 2.0. Here we go.
Right.
According to Dave Meltzer on the Wrestling Observer newsletter, it was said that if Johnny Gargano stayed in NXT 2.0, he wouldn't have been the focus at all. Rather, he would have been there to put over younger talent. This dude is a father to be. He's about to have a child in February. I think he wants to have the last decade or so of his career enjoyable as fuck. I don't think he wants to be putting over Grayson Waller for the next 5 fucking years. Anyway.
Especially those other NXT signings.
Oh, hell no, dude. He's going to be putting over 7 foot 400-pound football players. He's going to have to put over the second coming of Bronson Reed.
Literally.
And another ex-football player. It's all athletes. None of these people
It's all
come
just
from...
athletes.
We have another set of twins, as if the first set wasn't fucking bad enough.
Dude, it's about to be. It really is 2.0 on that bitch.
It is, bro.
Really
Here's what
is.
Meltzer had to say. In the case of Gargano, at press time, he had not made up his mind, and it was categorized by those close to him as a difficult decision. He was given a strong offer to stay, but the reality is he would be in NXT. With the new direction, he would be he would not be the focus. He would probably be kept somewhat strong with the idea of having him mean something to teach and put over the talent they are looking for on the main roster. Gargano was attacked during his farewell promo during this week on NXT 2.0 by Grayson Waller, which essentially meant he helped put over the younger talent before leaving the company. We'll have to wait and see what is next in store for Johnny Gargano, as his time in WWE is seemingly done. Yeah, I mean that's the writing on the wall right there. That's the reality of it.
Exactly.
Yeah. What were you saying?
And another thing I've just realized while you were reading that, all these people are still saying Johnny might resign and go to the main roster. It's obvious they didn't even want him on the main roster. If people would read that, they wanted to keep him in NXT as just a guy to put people over. That's all I thought of him. He wouldn't even been called up if he would have been resigned. So all these people, I'm still seeing it, bro. I don't know what these fucking WWE fans have this fucking obsession with people staying. That he's gonna stay. I hope he stays. Why? You know they're not gonna treat him right. Why do you hope all these people stay when you know they aren't gonna be treated well?
Yep.
You're just wanting them to fail. You really do, just because you like the company for some god awful reason that you want them to stay and just be nothing. Oh, you look at Damian Priest. He has a great win-loss record this year. Okay, that's what half the roster should have. That's what basically all the roster should have. What are you talking about? That should be the standard. That should be the very least of how
And
they're
those
treated.
are and for anybody who says that, I hope you know those are win-loss records that WWE doesn't give a fuck about. They'll bury
They don't
him
care about.
next Monday for all we know. They'll have Goldberg
Exactly.
come out and fucking squash his ass, and he will never be the same again.
They don't
So
care about win-loss records.
Bray Wyatt
They
was
increase-
undefeated as the Fiend,
Mhm.
but in the snap of a fucking finger, he was done because
To
WWE doesn't care about a win-loss record. They don't.
Nope.
They
They don't care
They
about
don't
that
care
shit.
how credible you look. They'll bury you whenever they fucking feel like it.
And that's what would happen to Johnny.
I
in-
mean, I'm
Mhm.
also looking at this piece of news now. WWE trying to keep Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn happy with more television time. More television
just to-
time. Just because you have
Oh,
more
wow.
television time doesn't mean you're not getting buried to Roman Reigns in 8 seconds on television. How's that keeping
Look
him
at Sami
happy?
Zayn. Is that keeping someone happy, or is it just keeping them look on TV? Okay, I'm not fucking Cesaro. I'm not just happy I'm here. I want to do something good. You know what I mean? It since it worked for people like Cesaro, that's just how they do things. Because it occasionally works. Their little system of just giving people more TV time and a title shot works on people like Cesaro and fucking other people. So they believe it works for everybody. So they do it to everybody. Don't make no damn sense.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, and I don't understand how that changes their mindset. Like, I can't imagine being Cesaro and sitting in Gorilla at Mania and being like, you know what?
This is it.
This is gonna be the point where they give a fuck about me all of a sudden.
Like, bro, no. They do. I don't know how you see right past it.
They play you like a fucking fiddle, man. They play you like a fiddle, and there's some that fall for it.
And I think with Cesaro, I don't think he falls for it. I think he just has such false hope for the company that he just believes it. He's like, he just has so much hope, needless hope, that he falls for it. That's why he's falling for it. That's why most of these people fall for their shit, because they have so much hope that their dream company will turn out. And it doesn't, bro. This ain't the dream company no more. This really ain't.
No, no, not at all. Not at all, man. And Johnny Gargano, bro. I mean, WWE. I don't get it. I don't get these people like the people that were sad that Jeff Hardy got released. Jeff Hardy being released might have saved his life, people. Do you not
Mm-hmm.
understand that? Do you not understand WWE is incredibly fucked up for making him, of all people, work the whole live event schedule? I mean, that's just my opinion. You may choose to see it differently, but the man is in fucking pain. I mean, you could
Exactly.
call
He's
me a
in back
mark. You
pain.
you could say I like to blame WWE for everything. This man is. We'll get to that in a minute, bro.
He,
We'll get to that in a minute. But you people, you people, bro. Jeff Hardy being released. And it's not even an AEW thing. It's
no,
about the man's life. This
it's
that
about
may
his
have
health.
genuinely saved his life, and everybody's sad because it didn't pan out. I could have told you it didn't pan out a year after they returned. And what? What did he
It was
get
never gonna
since then?
pan out.
What did he get since that? Everybody wanted. Oh man, the feud with Roman Reigns. What was that gonna be? Jeff Hardy being Roman Reigns' food. That wasn't gonna be compelling.
For
Well,
fucking
all right.
battleground.
We'll get to that in
Like,
a minute, bro. We'll get to that in a minute. But Johnny Gargano's a free man, and
good for
obviously
him.
he's seen the writing on the wall. This
He
company is
started
not.
Twitch.
Yeah, yeah, that as well.
That man
Candice
instantly
LeRae.
said, mm-hmm.
Speaking of Johnny Gargano, as previously reported, um, as it doesn't say who it was by. Yeah, yeah, it does. As previously reported, there's no word on what's next for Johnny Gargano after his NXT contract expired this week. Fightful Select has an update on the contract status of Gargano's wife, NXT superstar Candice LeRae. According to a report, LeRae's current WWE contract was slated to expire in spring 2022. After LeRae became pregnant, she initially remained on TV, continued to appear in storyline segments involving Indy Hartwell and The Way before the group disbanded. The report noted that there has not been much in the way of internal discussions on WWE re-signing LeRae. This is due to WWE officials waiting closer to the expiration date of the contract to breach the subject. With regards to the question on if WWE is going to freeze Candice LeRae's contract due to inactivity while she's currently on paid maternity leave, WWE officials have reportedly not addressed the idea internally. Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae are currently expecting their first child, and LeRae is due to give birth in February of next year. Uh, yeah, bro.
Mm-hmm.
With I don't think it would be right. I don't think it would be
No,
right at all for them to freeze her contract. I mean, she's pregnant. It's not like she's hurt. Um,
exactly.
I mean, look, man, she wanted to have a kid. She wanted to have a kid, bro. I mean,
That's
that's
what people
not.
do.
Yeah, it's a normal thing of life. It's not like an injury where it's unexpected tragedy. It's like, damn, he's hurt.
You notice too, I just realized they never froze Ronda's contract for just leaving to trying to have a kid. So if they do that, that's some real petty
That's
shit,
true.
bro.
That is true.
But I don't. Their officials have said, like you just read off, that there's no plans to freeze her contract, or they're not looking into freeze her contract when she gives birth and whatnot and goes on maternity leave. I don't think, since she is NXT and Candice is the type of woman they really don't care for on the main roster. They're really
Right.
not going to want a woman like Candice because she's, in terms of women's wrestling, an indie legend. You know what I mean? She wrestled guys and girls. She's one of like the pioneers of like that type of shit. and they don't really like that type of shit. So I don't think they care for
I don't
Candice
think
LeRae being
they
on the
never
main
cared
roster.
for Candice, honestly.
Even in NXT, they never cared. Me and you, I feel like we've talked about it. Even in 2018, they didn't treat her right. That was one of my biggest gripes with the women's divisions, that they never treated Candice the way they should have. You know what I mean? They always treated her as just someone on the side. You know what I mean? They treated her like they like to treat Pete Dunne now. It's just something you could shove into anything. Need a tag team, put Candice LeRae. You need a little single feud, Candice LeRae. You need someone to turn heel on, Candice. That's kind of how they always seen Candice. But I don't think they're gonna freeze her contract. I don't think they care that much, sadly, and I don't think they should, because that's just fucked up. I hate the whole freezing of contract shit. I don't know how that's legal in any form of it, but Vince. But I don't think they will, and I'm just curious to when her contract does come up, because man, oh man, do I want to see her in AEW, bro. Especially with people like Ember get to AEW, that roster will
Oh,
just be
fuck
going
yeah.
crazy. Ruby,
Ruby.
Ember, Candice, fucking Britt Baker, all that shit would be so heat.
Hell yeah.
And
Absolutely.
can't wait to see her merch too. I feel like she might have good indie merch.
Oh, absolutely. Candice wrestling, Mrs. Gargano. It's gonna be
Oh
good
yeah,
shit.
it
If
really
Johnny
is.
shirts came out looking like that,
Her
man.
shirts are gonna be heat too, because they're probably
Oh,
gonna
her
be using the
shirts,
same person.
bro. They're
Just
gonna
say,
be
can you
heat.
send me major shirts?
Yeah, for real, for real. WWE's new signings. All right. I'm not gonna show you
Can
pictures of these people, but I want you to have a visual
you send me those
representation.
pictures? Do you have them up on like Instagram? Because I
I
can't
do.
find. I forget what account posted them. These are like their new weird account.
WWE Recruit.
Oh, it's that account. Okay, I could get it. Dude.
This
I
is the
forgot what
worst.
account. Fucking
This is the worst fucking account
yeah,
ever.
there. Oh my god, these fucking signings.
All right, we're gonna start this off. I'm gonna tell you their names, and I'm gonna tell you where they come from, and I want you to pay attention for a
And what they did.
common theme here. Very
Hmm.
common theme. First off, we have Hannah Cavender. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. She's from Fresno State basketball. Okay. At
All
that point,
right.
okay. Next up, we have Haley Cavender. Seems to be her sister. I don't know if they're twins. They kind of look like it, but I don't
They
know.
kind of. I think they were twins. They
I think
really do look the
same.
same.
I think we
But
got another set of twins. Haley
oh god.
Cavender from Fresno State basketball. At that point, do you just want to get Kevin fucking Durant on the show? I mean, what the
Like,
fuck,
bro,
man?
just call someone cool at least. If you're getting people from basketball, get someone cool. You know what I mean? Don't get these fucking losers.
Oh God. Be
It gets
careful what you wish
worse.
for. We might be seeing Ennis Cantor. Remember when he showed up on
Oh yeah.
and he was the 24/7 champion, and
God.
he showed up in New York with a Boston jersey, and they were trying to play it up like New York and Boston had a rivalry. Like, no, they don't have a
Bro, no one
rivalry
gives
at
a fuck.
all.
But New
Um,
York and Boston are like fucking sister cities. They're just alike.
they
They're the
were
same type of
calling
like East
they
Side.
they were calling Ennis Cantor the New York hometown hero, and he hadn't played for them in like 3 years, and he's just a role player. He's not. He wasn't even the best guy on the fucking team.
He's just a guy on the team, bro.
All
Don't make
right.
no damn sense.
Next in line. That's what they're calling this. WWE Next in Line. Isaac Odug
It.
Odugbasan. This man comes from Alabama track and field.
We got Omo 2.0.
Yeah,
Dude, doesn't he look
two
just like Omo with that beard?
dude, he does. Like if he was bald, this would
He'd
literally be
literally be
Omo's
Omo.
brother.
Literally. The next fucking guy.
The next guy, John Cron. He's from Portland State football. He is a 7-foot, 400-pound football player.
Oh, God. It looks like a fucking construction worker. God damn.
John Seaton, Elon football. This dude looks like Umaga.
He does, bro.
Bro.
He really...
Oh,
he
here
looks
we
like
go.
that annoying kid in high school.
This next guy, I wonder where he's gonna end up. Dalton Wagner. He's going to be Von Wagner's tag team partner. He comes from
I can see it.
Arkansas football. Aaliyah Hutchins from Wake Forest Track and Field. This is a fucking mess. Did you just wanna sign Usain fucking Bolt? I mean, bro.
At that point, just do it. And you already had Braun Strowman who ran fast. You don't need other people that can run fast. Like, come on, bro. You had your run.
Really fast. There's no way these people are gonna top
He
him.
did.
Next up.
Ain't no way.
Next up, Riley White
Probably
from
Alabama.
Oh God, from Alabama
Fucking
Track
hell.
and Field. Lexi Gordon from Duke basketball.
University.
Bro, I feel like all these people were like fucking third stringers, bro. Like, why would
you know they're all on the bench?
Why would you opt to come to this fucking company of all places? Like, dude, why don't you try to fucking make the NFL or go to Canada or play football or something?
Exactly, bro. Like, we were just joking a couple months ago about fucking Samoa Joe having to sit at football games and shit. I wouldn't even think they sent that motherfucker to basketball games. Samoa Joe sitting in these basketball games, searching for talent. That's so sad. That's so sad.
Next in line, Masai Russell, Kentucky Track and Field.
Oh,
Lord. Oh, here we go. Here. Oh, look at this. Mason Paris. He looks like a fucking Creed brother, man. This dude looks like Julius Creed.
Yuppie.
This fucking yuppie, man.
You know he casually wears polo. You know. I hate that. You know him. Look at him.
Mason Paris from Michigan Wrestling. Wow.
Yeah.
The one wrestler we do have is not a professional wrestler. He's an amateur wrestler. Joe Spivak, a.k.a. the White Bronson Reed. This dude looks like Bronson Reed if he was white.
I was going to say, if you mix Joe Gacy and Bronson Reed, you get Joe Spivak. That's what he looks like, bro, man.
This dude is from Northwestern football. Oh, man. This one might be my favorite.
Jersey Shore.
We have... Oh, man. What was the guy's name from Jersey Shore? What was his fucking name?
Fuck. Let me look it up. I gotta look it up.
Is it Robbie?
Jersey Shore. Let me look it up. I know the dude's in it. Name in my head. I just gotta find it. Paulie D.
Yeah.
That's who the motherfucker looks like. Paulie D.
Oh, man. We have AJ Ferrari from Oklahoma State Wrestling. This dude looks like he's going to be the next Alberto Del Rio.
Hopefully not in real life. Hopefully just in the ring, bro. But you know who I see putting this motherfucker with? Tony D. Tony D'Angelo. This motherfucker has a chain around his neck while he's wrestling. Look at this fuck boy.
This is fucking
God.
awful. AJ
And then next
Ferrari.
up, you got Mario Judah next.
Glenn Logan from LSU football.
This looks like the dude that beat up Seth.
Bro. Oh my god, this guy's got green fucking hair. He's gonna be an MSK in no time. He's going to be Trey Miguel's fucking replacement.
Yeah.
And the last one, we have Carlito. Oh Lord, we have Carlos Eviles from Ohio State Track and Field.
This dude looks like a wrestler out the fucking 80s with that fucking look.
This dude
God dang. Dude,
looks like the Iron Sheik and Bruiser Brody had a child.
Dude, what are these fucking signs, bro? This is who. And you know the argument
This
I
fucking
hate
guy
for
Mason
these
Harris
signings?
looks like Hulk Hogan's fucking brainchild. Looks like he fucking created this gimmick. Look at this dork.
Yeah, dude, the fucking yuppie. I hate that people are bringing this up so much. We're all criticizing this because they're just athletes they're picking up, and people are like, well, look at Bianca Belair, she's great. Look at there were a couple others they were bringing up from like different sports and whatnot, but the argument isn't athletes means instant bad. Some of these people could be good. They could be.
Yeah.
I'd bet
Yeah.
like one or two of them will probably genuinely be good. But it's the bulk. First of all, it's the bulk. And I got two arguments to bring up, but this one, fuck, is when me and you specifically, I remember this when they were releasing those little vignettes of Bianca Belair working out before she even debuted in NXT. I was like, oh god, they got an athlete, and Bianca Belair ended up being good. Not just because she's an athlete and she's good in the ring, but she could talk and she could hold her own on the mic, and she had a style and she had a character. She had charisma. Half of these people aren't gonna have that Bianca Belair charisma. They are not. You could tell Mr. fucking Paris, his yuppie ass ain't gonna have that charisma, bro. You know it. You know what I mean? It's a 50-50 with these type of people that you're looking at is they're either going to be pretty good and possibly really good or complete trash. And that's what most of
There's
this
no in
looks like.
between.
Those twins
Yeah.
look terrible. They look like they're going to suck. Um, like half
The
of these
days
people just
of
look.
women's wrestling are going to be over with people like
Oh,
that
yeah,
on the
exactly.
roster.
Because that's who they want again. They want the divas back. That's what they want. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. And the other argument I hate that people are bringing up is you get people are complaining because people would get pissed that they were stealing the indies back in like 2018, 2017. They were just swooping up indie guys. Oh, I thought you guys said you wanted them to sign indie guys, but when they did, you guys got pissed. We were criticizing them for signing indie guys back in 2018, 2019 is because they didn't sign them because they thought they were
They wanted
genuine
them.
great
Yeah.
talent. They just wanted to hold them. They just wanted to make sure other people didn't get them. And it's because before then, when they signed genuine indie guys, you had hope and they wanted to sign those guys because they thought they were good. People like Finn, people like Joe, they didn't sign those guys just because they wanted to just scoop them up. At the time, they thought they were genuinely great signings that they wanted to have. That's the type of people we want you guys to sign. It's just great talent that you genuinely believe in. But they don't believe in anybody. They don't believe in professional wrestling. So they're not going for that anymore. Now they're going to these colleges. They're sending that man Samoa Joe to basketball games, discount for talent, because that's what they think. That's what they want. They don't want wrestlers. They want sports entertainers. And I think they specifically don't want people who have a dream of being wrestlers. I feel like that's what because I think they're tired of
Yeah.
it. They're tired of people that dream and shit. Oh man, and I'm this this is gonna suck, bro. This is gonna suck, man. First of all, free Snow Joe. Let that man go wrestle. Stop sending that man to basketball
My man,
games.
my
I
man's
bet
in
he's so
deep.
tired of seeing. I mean, he sent them in Duke University basketball games. You know how sad that is? Imagine, where am I going next? Am I going to ROH, the last, whatever, I think it's called like the last battle or something?
Final
Am I
battle.
going there? Am I going final battle? Am I going there? Nah. Where am I going? Duke University. What? Like,
We're gonna have to go watch
just to
women's
skip me.
basketball. Uh,
Dude, I would be so pissed if I had to sit through that shit. Just
he's just sitting there with
I'm
a
out of here.
clipboard asking parents and shit.
He's in there with clipboard, just got pop in his hand, just this shit sucks. Like these signings are so bad, and maybe one or two of them might be good. I could see one or two of them being good, but the bulk of them not going to be good. And another thing is the PC sucks now. The PC doesn't train people for shit. Look at all most of NXT UK at this, not UK, I mean 2.0 at this point. PC didn't tell them at all. Most of them were still green in the ring and on the mic. So these people that have no experience in the business at all are gonna suck, bruh. Are going to fucking suck. Their last batch of genuinely good, like indie talent, is basically the Cameron Grimes set of batches. You know what I mean? With Bronson Reed,
Swerve,
a lot
yeah.
of people from AEW and stuff and whatnot. A lot of the best batch was from there, and then after that, it's just random
And
athletes that are not going to be good.
yeah, man, and you know another reason why they like people like all these people we just listed off. These people never worked the indies, so they're not gonna
Exactly.
say they're not gonna get up and
Want
eventually
to.
be like, "Fuck this! This was way more fun when I was on the indies. Fuck this shit." They're getting people
Exactly.
that
They
don't
won't
know
know.
any better. They're getting people that don't know any
Exactly.
better, so
That's
they're
what
gonna
they want.
think, well, I'm in the biggest pro wrestling
This is the
company.
best.
And even if these people do get do get upset, they're gonna say, well, man, I'm upset with the company, but it's got to be way worse in other places, right?
Yep.
No,
And that's what that's what they tell them backstage too.
yeah,
This
like, oh, if
this
you
is the
think
best.
this is
All these other
bad,
places are just,
other companies are even worse. You know that's what they tell
you
them.
know those
You
shows
know.
are telling them that. Oh yeah, you know it. So it's just they like these people that don't know the business any better because these people won't think, oh, I could just go to AEW. If I'm great talent, I could just go to AEW. They're not gonna think
Hmm.
like that. And that's what they want. They want people that don't think like that because they're tired of people jumping ship. They
Yeah,
want people who
they're
don't know that other ship exists.
they're tired of having people employed to their company that love professional wrestling.
Because
That's the
that's what
problem.
they don't exactly. They
That's
don't
the
want the pain.
Yep, yep. That is exactly why they are signing people like this, man. It's been one or two, you know,
You
one
will
or
end up.
two, uh, one, two, maybe three or four athletes per mass signing is good. But for every
Yeah,
single one of these people to
every
not have
one.
experience in pro wrestling, you didn't sign not a fucking person that you
Nope.
liked from the indies is utterly ridiculous to me. It's utterly
It
ridiculous,
really
and it just
is.
goes to show for all the WWE fans what your future holds for you here. And
Exactly.
that's the truth, man. That's just the truth. WWE is tired of having people employed that love pro wrestling. That's and that's that's the truth, man. That's the truth.
It really is. This is how it is.
Yeah, man. Speaking about um independent companies, specifically one that Samoa Joe did not go and scout at, Ring of Honor. Tony Khan
Hmm.
will be providing support to Ring of Honor for Final Battle.
Oh, I heard about this.
Tony Khan says. Tony Khan says, absolutely, and I quote, absolutely. I do not wish these folks with I do want to wish these folks with Ring of Honor the best. I will be doing some things to support them in their last show to make it a good show for them. Is working partnerships is what AEW is all about. I'm wishing them the best tomorrow and tonight. I think you're going to see some of the best wrestling that you're ever going to get on a Friday night. We've packed so much great stuff into 1 hour on Rampage. Then we'll really be focused towards Winter is Coming. But yeah, over the weekend, I'm going to lend some support and try to help them because it's the right thing to do. Remember how we mentioned about WWE not loving professional wrestling? Tony Khan loves professional wrestling. AEW, a genuinely nice wrestling company, is what pro wrestling sorely fucking needed, because WWE made this business so damn unnecessarily cutthroat. It's just not good for any promotion, any wrestler, any nothing, bro.
Not good for themselves. Literally.
Exactly, bro.
It's just
exactly.
bad. Like Bandito got ended up getting COVID and he can't work the main event. So he sent Jay Lethal for one last go on ROH. Like, that's some great shit. Vince would never do something like that.
No.
Ever
Hell
in
no.
his life. Not even for, if even like Evolve was still around, he wouldn't do it. Unless it was an NXT guy.
Mm-hmm. You don't think it'd be the nice thing to do to send a Ricochet, since you're not doing anything with him anyway? You don't think it'd be a nice gesture to send Mustafa Ali, to send fucking Dominic Dijakovic?
Go talk.
Yeah.
Go give
Tyler
like
Black.
Be part of a little promo or something, or even just a promo package. He was massive in that company. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They wouldn't. They would, even if Seth asked, they wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
That's just how that company works. And on the other side, you got Mr. Tony Khan, Mr. Mark. Just, another wrestling company needs some help. I'll go send help. Simple, because he's a fan of wrestling. He's a wrestling fan. He wants the business as a whole to do great. Not just his company, but the whole business. That's what he wants. And that's what you guys should want. Because one company ruling, we've seen it. It's not the moves.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, man. And WWE, like I said, has made the business so unnecessarily cutthroat. And I love the nice gesture from TK here. Yeah, amazing. Helping hand from TK, man. That's truly awesome of him. Speaking of TK, Revolution. Real quick. It was confirmed. We brought to you last week the speculation, but it has been confirmed that AEW's Revolution will be taking place from the Edition Arena in Orlando, Florida. Friday, March 4th, they will be holding AEW Rampage. Saturday, March 5th, they will be holding Revolution Fan Fest. And Sunday, March 6th, they will be live on pay-per-view for AEW Revolution, the first pay-per-view of the year, the first Revolution with fans since 2020.
Right. That's crazy.
Crazy, man. Yeah, man. So, yeah, Revolution, it has been confirmed for Sunday, March 6th. I wish they would go away from the Sunday slot. I don't really like it. I don't like the Sundays at all. But Saturday, Saturday I like, and obviously they opted to do Fan Fest instead, which kind of sucks. But Sunday, they will be live on pay-per-view on March 6th. So if you guys haven't heard the news already, hurry up and go request off if you can for Revolution, man. So with that, Kairi Sane, man. Kairi Sane's WWE deal has reportedly expired, and she has now become a free agent. According to the Wrestling Observer, Sane stopped wrestling for WWE in July 2020. However, worked as an ambassador in Japan. WWE wanted her to re-sign and return to the ring. However, she turned down the deal, and she did not want to move back to the U.S. and travel back and forth between Japan and the U.S. With the difficulty due to the pandemic. Yeah, and then another thing just came out where, yeah, pretty much said the same thing. So, yeah, Kairi Sane officially done with WWE, man, according to the Wrestling Observer, man. So, Kairi Sane, you know, now that Nia Jax is gone, probably could come back and feel safe in the ring again, because I truly believe that. I'm sure the travel had a lot to do with it as well.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, right after she was done wrestling, news came out that she was just downright depressed because she just missed being home. But I know for a fact that Nia Jax almost killing her 4 weeks in a row had something to do with it. Absolutely had something to do with it. Yeah, but Kairi Sane, I mean, WWE, she wanted to work Shimmer a lot, and they never let her. They never let her do it, and that was one of her, you know, first companies that she was in, kind of where she made her name, and they never let her do it, and now she is a free agent, so she can very, very well go right back to Shimmer and do her thing. So, yeah, man, congratulations to her, man. She made it out alive without being killed, and now she can go and wrestle people that actually know how to. So, yeah, props to Kairi Sane, man.
Yeah, man, good for her. I definitely see her going back to Shimmer I think she'll mainly go to Shimmer. I could see her occasionally in like a year or two visiting a company like AEW just for one of those one-offs. But as a whole, I think she'll be staying in Japan and in Shimmer just because of travel. And I really think Nia Jax did scare her from America and American women's wrestling, because I think WWE scared her from American women wrestling, because it ain't that in WWE, and that's what she experienced, and that's just like, she thinks of America now, and she just thinks of Nia Jax and fucking currently having to wrestle with nobodies and shit, and she just wants to have good matches. So I think she'll mainly be in Shimmer, bro. But I hope in like a year or two that she would like at least visit AEW. That'd be really cool.
I agree. Yeah, along with the rest of the Joshis.
Yeah.
Paige, man. Why has Paige not been released from WWE? Okay.
Question been going on for like 5 years now.
But for real. Possible reason why Paige was not released from WWE. Paige has been with WWE since 2011, but it has been a while since the former Divas champion appeared on WWE TV. Meltzer was asked about Paige's status on the latest Wrestling Observer Radio episode and why the company has not released the superstar despite her absence. Recent budget cuts have jeopardized the jobs of several superstars, and Paige has now been on the inactive list for quite some time now. Meltzer speculated that WWE officials might feel Paige's name still has a lot of value, and that she could be brought in to pop a rating if required. Paige was forced to retire from in-ring competition in 2018, and Meltzer felt people within WWE might be against the decision to release her due to her career-ending nature of injury. Meltzer said, and I quote, maybe they felt like there is value in her as far as appearances and things like that her name is strong enough and stuff like that. It's worth keeping her employed and worth keeping her in the company. Also, because of the injury and the career-ending injury nature of it, there may be some feelings regarding that as well, said Dave Meltzer. Paige has not given up. Paige has not given up on resuming her in-ring career yet as the 29-year-old superstar. God damn. 29?
29? What the fuck? I always forget she's young.
That's crazy. Recently revealed she is actively working towards getting cleared to wrestle again. I believe Paige is up in 2022. She will definitely be going. I genuinely believe that. I genuinely think she will be leaving WWE because she has sat at home doing nothing for the past couple years, and they won't even let her do Twitch. So if she's not cleared, man, and I know she had that big thing with them where she went out publicly and was trashing the company because they wouldn't let her do Twitch. I know she had that, but I don't think she does Twitch. I don't see clips of her on Twitch anymore, so I think they completely cut that out. And even if she can't wrestle, I feel like she just wants to do something like Twitch.
Exactly. Just go Twitch, or I could see her wanting to go to like a talk show or something like that. I could just see her wanting to go do something. You know what I mean? Because she has a valuable name. Not enough to pop a rating because nothing pops a rating in fucking WWE. I don't understand how they still have that mentality when they do it all the time and it never works. And them trying to pop the only person that can pop, the only two people that could ever pop a rating is Cena and sometimes Brock. You know what I mean? When he's been gone for a minute, Brock. Those are the only two people that can pop a rating in WWE. Edge doesn't do it. Roman doesn't do it. Goldberg definitely does it. It's kind of the opposite for Goldberg. So if none of those people can pop a rating, Paige ain't popping a rating, bruh. I'm sorry, no casual cares about Paige. It's just how it is.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so I definitely think Paige will be all elite. I think they'd be very happy to acquire somebody like Paige, and with that, I think without a doubt she will be leaving WWE. I think she's had enough. As much as, look at the new era of women's wrestling they're ushering in. A bunch of people that don't want to break nails.
Yep, that's what it is.
We are doing away with the era of the Four Horsewomen. We're doing away with the era of the Empress. We're doing away with all of that, and I feel like we are taking 20 steps backwards with all these new signings, these new trash signings. Vince McMahon, who will take over for the senile old man himself?
Someone even more senile. He's not even that old.
Dave Meltzer said on the latest Wrestling Observer Radio that Vince McMahon's replacement will most likely be Nick Khan. What the Khan is the current president and chief revenue officer of WWE. He said, and I quote, it's kind of a board of directors thing, but probably Nick Khan would replace Vince McMahon. Yeah, unless they went and hired somebody else from outside, but probably Nick Khan, yes. End quote. Nick Khan has seen his influence within WWE grow rapidly since the company hired him in August of 2020. He tweaked the promotion schedule, adding a new pay-per-view that he believes will rival other major annual shows. He gave the stamp of approval for the dramatic rebranding of NXT. It was widely believed in the past that Triple H would ultimately take over the company. Khan's business acumen and corporate executive experience, as well as history in the television industry, seem to go the opposite direction for McMahon, who was brought up in the wrestling business. Triple H, he would be the obvious choice if the company wanted to continue in that direction. Nick Khan sees a strong brand. His loyalties lie with shareholders and making a profit. In fairness, they should. That's his job. Time will tell if WWE remotely resembles what it is today in the future, but it will most likely be in the hands of Nick Khan.
They're doomed. I think we all knew. Since like 2019, we all knew that Triple H wasn't taking over. Kind of been a thing they've been obviously not a fan of. But Nick Khan, bro. Oh, bro, this company's doomed. They're getting sold. They're getting sold.
Him, of anybody. And I just want to bring this up. Isn't that just a slap in the face to his fucking children?
Oh, 100%.
Is that not a slap in the face to his kids? His
You guys are
children.
my kids. And you've been with this company since you were born. You guys have done a lot of things on screen and off screen that are great. But I like this dude. He cares about money. That's who's taking me over. That's so fucked. That is so fucked.
My God, man. My God.
Nick fucking Khan.
Nick Khan, the cancer to WWE, there's definitely an argument for him. 100%. As soon as he came into the company, he has been nothing but a nuisance. He's released people, countless people, endlessly putting people out of jobs in the middle of a pandemic. He has done nothing but ruin the company. He's done nothing but ruin the fucking company, and it's getting worse. That's the worst part. It's been on a decline. It's on a constant decline. I can't tell you the last time WWE's been on the fucking incline. Oh, wait. That's right. When Triple H had a hold of NXT. And it was the black and gold, and it was rivaling the big 5 pay-per-views, and it was kicking their fucking ass. That was the last time WWE was on the upward trend. Was when Triple H created something so special in what we all know as NXT, or what we all know as the Super Indie. The indie with the WWE budget. And now that image is Grayson Waller
and fucking Bella Twins 2.0.
Braun Baker.
And Barney.
Bro, I don't know, man. I don't know. This company is fucking doomed. I don't know. I want to say I'm surprised, but I'm not. I'm not surprised with anything in this company. I'm just surprised that Vince McMahon would go above his children. I'm a little surprised at that. I can't lie. Not fully surprised. But I'm a little surprised that he went over his children, who have done great things in that company. They really have, between the both of them, and then obviously the one who's done the best, Stephanie's husband, done great things, and you want to go above your family's head to give the company to this fucking bozo so it can die?
So it could just be sold?
I can't wait to tell my children, when I have my children, about the once great company that was WWE that I grew up on in the early 2010s decade and the 2000s decade. I'm not telling them about this fucking era of WWE. I'm telling them it fucking sucks.
Exactly. Because by the time they're born, or the time they're old enough to be thought about it, I don't think this company will be around. If they are, it's not going to be wrestling at all. Or I could see them turning. I genuinely think in like 10 years, they're basically going to turn into old 2012, 2011 NXT, something like that. I just feel like if they're going to want something like that, just a goofy ass show of people. I think that's what they want eventually, which
Oh
is
God,
just sad.
this guy Nick Khan is a fucking bozo, and Vince falls right into his trap. And
He really does.
like I said, I'm not shocked by it, but
No,
I'm just kind of shocked that he would go over his own kids like that. His own
that's
kids,
fucked.
Stephanie and Shane. Stephanie and Shane, bro, went over both of their heads, and it seems like this fucking nuisance is getting this company, bro. This fucking idiot, man.
They're
Nick Khan.
doomed.
This guy is a
They really are
fucking
doomed.
dumbass, bro. This guy is a stupid
Literally.
motherfucker. And now
Fucking
he
idiot.
is looks to be taking over the company. Literally the worst thing that's happened. This company was better off with Vince's senile ass running everything.
It
It
really
was.
was. When it was just Vince, it was bad, but there was no one to enable Vince the way Nick Khan does. You know what I mean? Like Nick Khan is like the business head to Vince, and he just gives him these fucked up ass business ideas. And once Vince hears it, he loves it. But if it wasn't for Nick Khan, he wouldn't be thinking about doing all this shit. He wouldn't. It wouldn't be as bad if Nick Khan wasn't here. It'd still be bad. Don't get us wrong, but it
Yeah.
wouldn't be
Oh
as
yeah.
bad.
Yeah, man, but with Vince McMahon or with Nick Khan there, it just makes Vince all that much worse. Makes
It really does,
all
bro.
that much worse. And you're making all this money now, motherfucker. I keep repeating this. You're making money. You're making all this money now. Fox ain't happy. USA ain't happy. Good luck.
No.
Good luck.
Good
While everybody
fucking luck,
sees
dude.
AEW on the upward trend, and they're looking down on you saying, what the fuck happened to this company?
Literally.
And I don't know, man. There's definitely, it's not that far off to say, it's not that bad of a take to say there is most likely a new sheriff in town, man.
Oh, I
His
think
name
so.
is Tony Khan. How long before we see Triple H go over to help his boys, Adam Cole,
Exactly.
Johnny Gargano? Next fucking 10 years, I can see it. I can
I
see
can
it
see it.
absolutely.
I can see them starting their own version of PC and just creating the next generations in it. I can totally see it. I can see them creating the goat lab. They'll truly create goats. Triple H by their side.
Yeah.
And Shawn Michaels would go over there too. Oh man, it'd be unbelievable.
You don't think Tony Khan, for yeah, they were rival promotions, if you can even call it that, but you don't think Tony Khan recognizes the love for professional
Oh,
wrestling that Triple H has?
you don't think if it wasn't for Vince not allowing that type of shit, you think Triple H wouldn't have loved to do a versus pay per view or even just sending his guys over and him getting some other guys? You don't think Triple H would have loved that? He would have been so down for that shit. He wanted it, but it just won't work in that company because they don't allow it. But if he's with
He
them,
tried doing it, but all they would let him
exactly.
have was Evolve.
That's all. That's it. That's the only thing he could use was Evolve, and they eventually bought it. So I think Triple H's loyalty lies in professional wrestling. So
Yeah,
I
I don't
think in the
think it.
next
I
10
don't think.
years,
Yeah, I don't think his.
hmm
I don't think his love for professional wrestling has promotional boundaries.
no, I don't think it does. And if he doesn't go to AEW, he'll start his own. Not even just to rival AEW, just to be a part of that whole Forbidden Door circle of
Yeah.
companies.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, man. I mean, this guy just loves professional wrestling.
Hmm
That's it. And the more the more sleepless nights he has, crying tears right next to Stephanie, crying in her face. in her fucking face. The more nights he continues to feel disrespected, it'll happen. And just wait till Nick Khan gets a hold of the company. Just fucking wait. You think it's bad now? You thought it was bad when Vince was in charge.
Imagine Nick. Oh, bro. It'll be so bad. So bad.
Yeah, man. And to end this episode off, Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy, man. Sean Ross Sapp tweeted on December 6th. 4 days ago. Wait. Oh, no. Oh, I was reading the wrong thing. Okay, yes. On December 6th, it was reported that by Sean Ross Sapp that he says, unfortunately, can confirm PW Insider's report that Jeff Hardy was sent home after what was called a rough night for him. That he became, He was sent home after what was called a rough night for him that became evident as last night's live event match went on. Best wishes to Hardy. And apparently, Jeff Hardy looked sluggish. He looked sluggish during the match. Reports also came out that Jeff Hardy was released from WWE yesterday. It was reported by Sean Ross Sapp again. He says, Fightful has learned that WWE has released Jeff Hardy. I've heard WWE offered Jeff Hardy help and rehab, and it was not accepted. Here's to hoping things get better for him. Also, reports came out. According to a recent report, Jeff Hardy's behavior was erratic at the live event. Jeff Hardy was released from WWE after the event, but there is no evidence that he was under the influence. And yeah. And then there's a piece of news here we could get to after we go over all this. But look, these WWE marks, these WWE fucking idiots that think that we're crying over this. They were crying, saying, "Oh, Jeff Hardy's released. I wish he would have stayed with the company." I mean, you hear it all on Twitter. Yeah. I hope he comes back when everything's better. Look, man. WWE, man. Now, I hear a lot of people saying that Jeff Hardy may have purposely got himself fired because there was, I mean, you heard it here, there was no evidence that he was under the influence. I don't know about that.
I don't think that.
We haven't heard anything from Jeff. We heard from Matt that
and his wife.
Yeah, we heard from Matt that he's okay and he was just gonna let him tell his story when he's ready. His wife Beth came out and said that he was okay and that they were okay, and she told us to post that we heard that. Look, man, it's not wrong of us to be concerned for Jeff Hardy.
Exactly. I hate when they get pissed that we're concerned. I hate that.
Yeah, like, is Jeff okay? It's not like I'm out there. It's not like there's people out here calling him a drunk or a fucking.
Or it's not like we're showing up at his door like we're a fucking journalist. Like, bro, I just want to know if the man's okay.
Yeah, and everybody was cool about it too. Everybody was just sending prayers his way. Like, nobody was oh man, Jeff's on the pills again. Like, dude, nobody was even coming at you disrespectful like that. So
it's like I hate saying all that type of shit.
Yeah, about Keith Lee. Yep.
Yeah, like bro, we're genuinely concerned. Not because I just want him to go to AEW in a couple of months. No, he's one of the best ever. He's one of our favorites. We want to just hope he's okay and know he's okay. And if he's not, we want to be able to send him the love.
Exactly.
Like, come on, bro. I hate when they do that shit.
Me too, man. Me too. I mean, Jeff Hardy is a fucking legend. Jeff Hardy, everybody respects and loves Jeff Hardy. So, it's really not far off to say that his fans genuinely care about the man, and we want to know if he's okay, because we do care about Jeff. It's not a bad thing at all. I hate when they try to do that, but yeah, man. So I want you guys to understand something, bro. Jeff Hardy, this may have saved his life. It really has. Now he's going to get the chance to sit over the holidays and think about his life. I mean, think about his life, bro. I mean, there's sometimes, bro, there's just things that are just more important than professional wrestling, man. And for Jeff,
Exactly.
obviously, his demons are well documented. But yeah, man. I mean, I hope Jeff is gonna be okay. Obviously, substance abuse is very, very serious. Yeah. I mean, it's a very, very serious thing, man. And we genuinely do wish the best for Jeff. But WWE, man, WWE, like I said, I seen everybody saying, "Oh, this wasn't the run we expected." Like I said earlier, bro, I could have told you that myself. I could have told you that a year into the into his comeback, that this wasn't going to be everything that we expected. Jeff Hardy was going to be Roman Reigns food. Jeff Hardy, when the time is right, will be in All Elite Wrestling. But I want you guys to understand that is not what's important right now. Right now, we need to worry about getting this man. We need to worry about him getting himself healthy, getting himself clean, and just being him again, man. Being him again. And when the time is right, we all know where he's going to end up. He's going to be in AEW. But I'm telling you guys, man, right now, that is not what's important.
It
but
doesn't
yeah,
matter.
Jeff needs to get right with Jeff. Jeff needs to get right with his kids. Jeff needs to get right with his family. And he needs to get right with his brother. I mean, he just needs the time, man. He just needs the time. Everybody needs to cool the shit with fucking. He's going to AEW. Yes, he's going to AEW. I could have told you that a couple weeks ago when he was still contracted with WWE. When his contract is done, he will be with AEW. I could have told you that myself. We all know that. That's a no-brainer.
They re-signed last year. That event after this, he's going to AEW. We all always knew that. He said before that he wanted to face guys in that company. And this isn't about him going to a different company. You know what I mean? It's just about him being good again. Being good mentally, physically. Just feeling good. We all know his back problem is a big thing. And that WWE schedule, why would they put him on that? Like you were saying, why would they put him on a live event schedule and whatnot?
Yeah, but for as much as WWE wants to play the good role here, we released him because he needs to get right. I don't want you guys to stray from the fact that this man was put in a program right after coming back, I believe while he was still on trial for a DUI case. I think it was a DUI case. He was put in a program to take piss tests, and you best believe if there was no COVID, he would have had to did that shit in front of live fucking fans. He would have had to do that in front of They didn't just do that because it was less embarrassing because they were in a Thunderdome. If there was fans in those seats, they would have 1,000% put that motherfucker in the middle of the ring, had him piss, had him be called a junkie, had him be called an addict, a drunk, all of the above that they called that man. All of the above.
Sheamus would be throwing fans alcohol on him and whatnot. You know it.
Yep.
They would be having that whole program 10 times worse.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely, man. And WWE, this man was in so much pain. This man was in so much pain. He was saying that it hurts to wrestle. And if there's no evidence that he was under the influence, How do you know that wasn't just his body catching up to him?
Just in pain. Man,
Yeah.
probably in pain.
I mean, he's fucking slugging because you put him out there 300 days out of the year and have him work this live event schedule that is not fit for his body anymore. It's not.
Exactly.
Jeff Hardy, people like Jeff Hardy only work TV. I don't know why that's not a rule. I don't know why that's not a thing, but it needs to be. Because of people like Jeff, because of people like Rey Mysterio, because of people like that. You know,
Exactly. Even like Edge and whatnot. How would you even think?
why
I
isn't
know
Edge
now.
working the live events?
Exactly.
You want to answer me
Why isn't
that?
Brock like that? You know what I mean? Because they don't. And Jeff shouldn't either. Come on, bro. And Jeff's one of those guys who will say he wants to work the live events because he just wants to make the fans happy and whatnot. Because the fans will want to see Jeff, so Jeff has his mentality of I gotta please the fans. And as a company, as a boss, you gotta be like, no, you listen, you love the fans, but you have your limits and you gotta stick to them. No live events or the very occasional
One,
live event.
one, one a week.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
You get one a week or once every
One
month or
every,
something.
one
When
every
we're
other
in a big
week.
city. Exactly. When we're in New York, you could do it or something. Like,
Right.
because Jeff wants to do all this, but he can't. And sometimes you gotta limit the person, not because you don't like the business or whatnot, just because it's what's best for their health. It's just sometimes how it is, and they're not doing that. Vince hears Jeff wants to do live events, then put him on the live events. That's all Vince hears.
Yep. Nope,
So
he
it's
can
like
make us
it's
money. We'll
just
throw some Jeff Hardy armbands out on the merch stand.
exactly that's all I care about, bro. So I just hope that Jeff just gets the time to just feel better again. You know what I mean? Just let
Yeah.
him heal up mentally. Definitely, I think it's mainly a physical thing at this point because we all love the man, but he's getting old. His body's probably catching up to him. Matt's body. He said before. Matt Hardy said his own body has caught up to him. That's why he created the broken character. You know what I mean? Because his body caught up to him. He couldn't do all the crazy shit he used to do. So just let Jeff get the time, heal up, feel better. You know, mentally, physically, and then after all that, he could think about going to wherever and doing whatever he wants, but just give the man the time and just let the man feel better. Goddamn.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Like I said, some things are bigger than professional wrestling, and like I said,
Exactly.
for all you guys that are excited that he's going to AEW,
Calm
motherfucker,
down. Who
yes,
cares?
he's going to AEW. Like I said, I could have told you that years ago. You know what I mean? I could have
Oh,
told
yeah,
you as soon as Matt Hardy debuted. Jeff will be here
yep,
eventually. Not what we need to worry about
exactly.
right now, man. We got to worry about Jeff Hardy getting his body right, getting his mind right, and like I said, getting right with everybody that he loves and everybody that loves him. So, yeah, man. Jeff, I truly do
Exactly.
wish him the best, bro. I truly do wish him the best. He yeah, he's a legend, bro. He's a legend. And
Hell yeah.
like I said, these are problems that a lot of us have seen uh, in our personal lives. You know what I mean? And I hate
Yeah.
seeing Jeff Hardy go through stuff like that. Yeah, like I said, these are things that we see in our personal lives already,
Mm-hmm.
and to see Jeff Hardy go through it really sucks. And I wish him the best, man. I wish him the
Oh,
best. So, yeah,
yeah.
man. But
Exactly.
yeah, when the time is right, Jeff Hardy will be in AEW. We know that that's a
Yeah.
no-brainer, but it's just a matter of when the time is right. And we need to worry about Jeff taking as much time as he needs to get his mind
Mm-hmm.
right
Exactly.
before he's strutting around on AEW television, man. But yeah, Jeff just needs to get right, man. That is what's most important. Forget about him going here, going there. Jeff just needs to get right first, man. I can't stress that enough. I can't stress that enough.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
Yeah, so with that, I guess that's going to wrap up the episode, man. This has been episode 87 of the Notorious Sales Podcast, man. And without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, once again, it has been a pleasure, always a pleasure for my Johnny Mayhem.
And Cirque.
And that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Sales Podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, please like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you guys on Monday with Notorious Unscripted. We'll see you guys then.
Peace.